In this video, we will learn about pull-up and pull-down resistors. Buttons are indispensable when creating control or operation interface, but is simply adding a button enough? This depends on where you connect the resistor. Let's prepare an Arduino. We have placed 5V and a resistor on one side, and ground and a switch on the other. When the switch is open, the voltage at the MCU pin is set to 5V. This is because no current flows to ground. At this time, the state of MCU pin is high, represented numerically as 1. Now, let's activate the switch to make it closed. Current flows from 5V to ground, and the voltage at the MCU pin becomes 0V. This time, it is set to the ground voltage. At this time, the state of MCU pin is low, represented numerically as 0. This is called active low. It recognizes the operation as on when the input pin signal becomes low. This concept pairs with the standard pull-up resistor circuit. The Arduino's reset button uses a pull-up resistor. Let's prepare another Arduino in the same way. We have placed 5V and a switch on one side, and ground and a resistor on the other. When the switch is open, the voltage at the MCU pin is set to 0V. This is because no current flows from 5V. At this time, the state of MCU pin is low, represented numerically as 0. Now, let's activate the switch to make it closed. This time, it is set to the 5 voltage. At this time, the state of MCU pin is high, represented numerically as 1. This is called active high. It recognizes the operation as on when the input pin signal becomes high. This concept pairs with the standard pull-down resistor circuit. First, what would happen if there were no resistors in these circuits? In a circuit with a resistor limits the current even when the switch is activated. However, if there is no resistor, there is no to limit the current, causing excessive current to flow. This can cause power supply failure or damage to the circuit. Therefore, the resistors are an essential element in both circuits. Second, what would happen if we remove the ground? If you press the switch, 5V is input. If you release the switch, 5V will no longer be input. However, just turning off the switch doesn't mean is recognized as 0V. To be recognized as 0V, it must be connected to the ground, which has a 0V potential. This state, where the voltage is undefined, is called floating. In this video, we took a simple look at pull-up and pull-down resistor circuits. I hope this helps a little with your circuit design. If your video was helpful, please hit the subscribe button and like button. Thank you for watching.